So EFF has been suing the NSA and the companies that have worked with it since 2006 over spying that we've known to be going on. The Snowden revelations last summer proved what we have been saying since 2006. And our case against the NSA, Joule versus NSA, has been live since 2008. We filed another case on behalf of 25 different membership organizations, Greenpeace, Human Rights Watch, Normal, people like that. First Unitarian Church is the lead plaintiff, against the NSA for the specific phone records program that Snowden disclosed, which was the very first document that Snowden dropped on us back in June. So we're fighting hard in the courts, we're fighting in Congress, supporting the USA Freedom Act, which is Senator Leahy's NSA reform bill, and we're fighting in the public. We organize the Day We Fight Back and other collective actions such as that. So we're fighting in every avenue that we can identify to end these illegal mass spying programs. The best thing you can do is use strong end-to-end encryption. Crypto works. Mass spying programs cannot see through strong cryptography. If the NSA really is targeting you in particular, there's probably nothing you can do unless you're one of the world's experts. But if the NSA is just turning its Eye of Sauron on you as it does to all of us in the world, as Americans and as citizens of the world, end-to-end crypto works. Use OTR, off-the-record messaging. Use PGP. So Tor is not going to keep your communications secret necessarily, but it's going to obfuscate where they're coming from, and it works, right? The NSA's slide on Tor was titled "Tor sucks," and it's not that Tor is bad at what it does; is that Tor frustrates the NSA. So does strong encryption. Actually, Apple's iMessage isn't half bad. GChat is definitely not where you want to go, right? You want to go something that has actual end-to-end encryption. And it's difficult, but it's getting easier. And so applications like CryptoCat, which was released on the iPhone just today, are helping make strong end-to-end encryption useful. We're trying to get people to use safe tools to not just keep themselves safe, but to frustrate the surveillance state. Self-driving cars, robotics are all wonderful, but we have to make sure that we're designing them with privacy in mind. We have to make sure that self-driving cars, for instance, are not broadcasting our location to the government at all times. That's one of the scenarios that we see as a possibility, and we're going to try hard to make that not come to fruition. We want a world where you can have the kind of privacy in the modern robotic self-driving car world that we had 50 years ago, right? Just because we're going online doesn't mean we leave our brick and mortar freedoms behind. Security and surveillance are not coincident, right? We can have security without surveillance. And in fact, we need privacy to have security. These are not, it's not a zero-sum game. We need both. If you have complete surveillance and complete security, that's totalitarianism, and that's inconsistent with democracy. And that's a future that we can't have. There are elements within the government that people like Senator Wyden from Oregon, Senator Leahy, who really understand the issue and are working hard to make sure that that the freedoms enshrined in our Constitution translate onto the internet. There are other people like General Alexander at the NSA, Senator Dianne Feinstein, our senator here in California, who don't seem to see that we need both security and privacy. They really are leaning more heavily towards making this country a surveillance state, and that's something we need to fight back against. One of the cases that I just filed actually is on behalf of an American citizen of Ethiopian descent, and he was spied on by Ethiopia, his former government, here in the United States at his home in suburban Silver Spring, Maryland. And so we filed suit against Ethiopia for that illegal wiretapping, just like we filed suit against the United States for illegally wiretapping Americans, right? It doesn't matter who's doing it. If it was his next door neighbor, if it was the government of Ethiopia, government of the United States, illegal wiretapping is illegal. And so we're going to fight hard to prevent it.